All right, so I think we're live here. All right, so you can see everything, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right, great. So I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that email I started going to the different companies, different things. Keep it all organized by creating the files over here. So I created a file for the library card, and then the numbers there. You're gonna go to that website there. Now, when you're logging in, right
Your voice is kind of.
up here to my account, it's any SIC code, any industry from, if we want to go get insurance broking companies, we're going to go some more truck here. We're going to log in, use the barcode, not username. This is my robo form. This right now. Okay, so once you're in, you're going to go up here to programs and services. Business and employment is where you want to go. Once you're in business and employment, you're going to see online resource business.
Your voice is fading in and out there. I don't know what's going on.
Do
Yeah.
I'll try to talk a little louder here. So yeah,
Well, it's fluttering. It sounds.
it's probably the internet connection.
Yeah, I know.
Um, we go to company research and the D&B $1 million directory. They allow to.
I didn't hear you.
All right, and once we're in, okay, click X. All right. Okay, so we're going to do an advanced search. All right, and I'm going to go pull them for. So we want to do industry on the left side here. Well, let's do location first here. We're going to do by state. And I'm going to pull the states that I'm insurance licensed in right now. Just create one big list. So I want to go state in North America. Add criteria. Should break it down to let me pick the states I want. All right, let's just go to the next one then. Industry. Okay, so we were doing transportation this time. All right, so we wanted motor freight. So let's see, local. I dropped these down because I want to just get The ones that I think I want the over-the-road truckers, you know, the not the local ones.
Right. Yeah, because they don't.
So I want to expand trucking except local and see what that pulls up here. So then it opens up and you open again.
Your voice is screwing up again.
Add that to criteria.
What? Add what to
I'm
criteria?
adding it to the criteria. I checked that box where it said the trucking, and I highlighted all of those
Except local.
up here. Yep, trucking except local and highlight them all. And it's just processing here. All right, now it's giving all the North America. Why didn't it give me by state?
Because you never specified anything. It didn't
Well,
get.
it didn't pull up one though.
Yeah, it didn't
Back
get
there.
specificity.
There. Okay, by state. There. It didn't give me that before.
No.
There we go. All right, so let's just go. I'm licensed in Michigan, in Texas, and there's Wisconsin.
Are you in Wisconsin
Listen
too?
to those three. Now that should give us enough data.
Are you in Wisconsin too?
Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin too. I'm gonna get my Florida and my Montana, probably my North Dakota, and a few other ones where I got some guys that are starting to build in California, Nevada. I want to get into, but let's just start here, processing that request. All right, now did we lose the industry? Nope, we still got them. So we got those. Now we should be able to run the search. So I want to be doing this for truckers, and realtors are going to be our two niches that I want to go after. That realtor script that I had too, I don't know if you read over that, but that's a solid script too. That's
What's the big target?
it's all right there with that.
What's the big target as far as
The big what?
the big target for realtors? The insurance?
Well, with realtors, I want them to take a look at that cable box because they're putting people into homes, and that's right when they're going to be setting up all their, cable and different things. So that'd be just a shoe-in for them. But more so, I want to talk to them about the new kinds of life-insured guys. They're all self-employed, so they probably don't have a retirement plan in place, or if
No.
they do have life insurance, it's guaranteed it's not the living benefits. So now if they take out a new living benefit kind of life insurance, they can almost have a disability policy at the same time they have their life insurance. And then what I'm doing is talking to them about the becoming your own banker. See, in that script that I had there, after we get them hooked on that, we can say here, we're also looking to partner with Realty Office about putting on little workshops, becoming your own banker. You know how you get all the upside gains of the market, no downside risk. They can use that money and borrow against it, for investment properties then, so they never got to go to the bank again. And they know people with money, so they start referring over clients. We can commission them back if they get a license number. And we also want to be partnering with them about holding the workshops in their office and inviting the public into their office and doing one there, because now, well, then if we do that, we're going to get, every real estate office usually has 20, 30, 40 reps working out of one office. Now you start doing workshops with them. That's not only going to be able to get access to all their advisors, but now we've got them working along with us, helping doing some co-op advertising. Because I got postcards that we're setting up where we can, start doing postcard campaigns to the public and really start target marketing these workshops about showing people about this new kind of life insurance.
Mm.
So that's even, I almost want to more focus on realtors than truckers, but truckers are just as great an opportunity because they need all of our services as well. So, all right. Here's my life coach. Where are we at here? Here we go. So we got 1,700 leads. So we're going to build the file, I believe. Let's see. We want to check all. See right there? All. And if I build the file like that, is that going to download it? Let's see. We want a comma deleted. Comma separated, that's what we call it, and build the file. Now I should put it into a nice little Excel form, and then what we're going to do is upload that Excel form to the Google Drive like I did with that first batch of leads here, where I reorganized the content. So we've got, date, notes, email, number of trucks, the person contact, their phone number, their website.
Right.
We do all that once we get it into an Excel form and load it in there. Now every time we edit it, it's always going to be logged in the cloud. Okay, where are we at here? Click here to download your file. Or you can have it emailed to you, but let's just download it. Yeah, this is a great one because usually they limit the number of downloads you can use for a free server.
Yeah.
So this is great. I pulled 300 the other day on that first list, and
Right.
because I only had 300 that I searched, so I'm wondering if it's going to give us all 1,700. I'm pretty sure it will. It said all, so we'll see what it says here. We'll pull it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have this site, these leads available, so people can just log in and go get making notes and start working these leads. Too, if we wanted to do a voice podcast, all we got to do is go, highlight the phone numbers, export those over to the voice broadcasting software, and push a button, and it'll call them all at once. So, all right, so we've got the list. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it gave us all of it. It looks pretty big. Yep. So we got them all. So now what we do is we're going to save this. Save as. So leads 1980 or something. And that was Michigan, Wisconsin, Texas. We're going to put them into a file so we know where to find them. So go under Documents. I created a lead file. Put it in Leads. We'll put it in Trucker Leads here, where I know I got a file for them somewhere. Trucker Leads. Alright. Now I put a date, too, that I pull them, just so I know. February 19, 2015. Save those. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our drive. So we're going to go to our drive, which is up here. Drop that down, go there. we're gonna do a new, we're gonna do sheets, and these are all accessible to your iPhone. Like I save them on to my on or wherever, so it's always accessible wherever I'm at. Even if I don't have the internet or anything, I can just pull up my iPad and I can make notes and do my calling just off your phone. So I go down Sheets and Docs. You find them. Okay, so what are we calling this? Truck. I always search it and find it, so we can do 1780 Wisconsin, Michigan, Texas. Let's do February 19. Okay. Upload. That's what we're going to call it, and then we're going to. Oh, hold on. We're going to go over here to File. We're going to open. Upload. File from your computer. Upload these ones here. All right, so now we got the content. And what we want to do now is make it so it's a workable lead tracking sheet. So we're just going to right-click, insert a column left. Going to right-click, insert a column left. Going to right-click, insert a column left. And we'll do one more, insert a column left. Okay, so we want to do date for contacting them. I'll put agent calling. I'm going to make this an open spreadsheet. Agent. We want to do the notes, number of trucks. Another one here. Insert left. We'll do email. All right, and then get rid of this column because it doesn't really mean anything. Let's just you highlight the top and then you right-click. You delete that column. I want to move that over. So I want to be able to see what we need to see on the first page. I want to get rid of USA. We don't need that. Delete that column. The zip code's there. Okay, that's street count city. I wonder why it's the difference is it's county. We don't need the county. Delete that column. MSA. We don't need that. Delete column. All right, mailing address, mailing city. What we want to put is insert left. Insert left. I want the name and the phone number right in the front. Where are those? Here we go. Phone. Click it, highlight the whole row. You can just copy it, just bring it over. And you're just going to right-click it, paste it. All right, what else do we want? We want the contact name. I want the website too, actually. Paste that. And let's insert one more column right or left here. We'll do contact name. Let me see what we have. Executive website. Here we go. Gives you everybody's name actually, but it's mainly you got to ask that question on the front of that script. It says, who makes the decisions about what's available as benefits and resources for the company? Is that the owner? So it may not be this guy here that that we have. All right, so that's a workable lead tracking sheet right there.
Who are you telling them you're
So,
with? FEG?
huh?
Who are you telling you're with? FEG?
Yeah, for the insurance, we're telling them we're with FEG.
Okay.
Hmm?
Well, what
Yeah.
other name would you use, and for what reason?
Well, I mean, we're coming at multiple different
Right.
thing asset resource for truckers. So yeah, you can just say, yeah, we probably should have in there who we're with here. So hello, man. All right. I don't know. Put this is your name, and you don't even need to tell them who you're with because we're with multiple different companies. Just say this is your name, and if they ask, say, yeah, you're with Freedom Equity Group, and we help business owners or trucking companies with all these things, and kind of just get a feel for the script and make it your own. But you
Right.
got to think conceptually of what we're trying to do. All we're trying to do is access them as far as getting them information about their employee benefits, about a small business loan, factoring. You know anything about factoring?
I'm sorry.
Do you know anything about factoring?
Uh, what is it?
Have you heard of that term? Have you heard of that term?
Uh,
I was
yeah.
talking with a guy in my networking group the other day, and he mentioned he does factoring for truckers. And I said, oh, well, that's interesting. And factoring is when they actually give money to the trucking companies before they get paid for everything. So it's a way for the trucking companies to get paid faster. Here's a 5-minute freight billing factoring. I might actually watch this. But he said that yeah, just ask that question to a trucking company, and they're always looking for factoring companies, I guess. And that's just going to be
What
a
is
pass through.
what is it?
Too lazy to get research on it.
What is it? Factoring?
Factoring is where the company will give the trucking company cash up front upon delivery of their product. So here, yeah, so that's what he was talking about. So you're able to get the money from the customer without having to wait for the payment from the customer to come. The trucking companies know all about these, and they're always looking for good factoring companies. So he says just ask the question and see what they say. And we can do more research on this, but I just had it in the script to say, because we do small business loans, I want to know the exact difference between, if we can even do factoring with our small business lending portal that we have with Freedom Equity. I don't know. I'm going to find out from Connect Lending if we can, because that's a big thing, I guess. Truckers like that getting paid right away when they get their deliveries. So I'll check that out, but at least just kind of learn the script a bit. Looking for possibly a small business loan. We've got some factoring companies that we can help you there, and just kind of to read the script and make it your own. Then go into, hey, we also offer employee benefits and Keyman Life Insurance. Talk a little bit about the living benefits and make it a conversation. Don't just try to read the script, but make it real conversational and ask them, hey, do you have life insurance now? Do you offer Keyman insurance? Or do you offer Keyman life or Keyman life insurance? A lot of these companies, they should have buy-sell agreements set up between the key people. If something happens to one of the partners, what's going to happen to the company? That should all be documented, and that's something that we can do. Employee benefits, and then read that about there's a whole legal shield package for over-the-road truckers. There's gas ads. So there's got to be a hot button that we can put these to get them to want to at least sit down, and because all we're doing is want to get them to at least get on a web conference with us or set up an in-person appointment. Most of the stuff I'm going to try to do via web conference because we can do all this fact-finding information, with a 15-minute one-on-one webinar with these guys and figure out where their needs are, and then go back to them with a plan of attack of what they're looking for, you know.
Right. Right.
So I think you're pretty much set up and ready to roll. And I'm gonna go pull realtor leads too, so you can mix it up a bit. Call truckers for a while. Call realtors. Realtors you can reach at 7, 8 o'clock at night all the time.
Well, I used to be a realtor, man. I was a
Oh,
realtor.
geez.
I was a realtor for 15 years.
Well,
Yeah,
you know that market inside and out then.
I've not up here. I did work for a while up here, but I was a realtor in Metro Detroit. Um, yeah, I had a really good business, and then it just went to shit when the economy started caving. That's why I'm in a
Well, I mean,
jam.
then how every single realtor shop, there's probably 50 some realtors working out of one shop at every place. We get a
They,
nice little flyer made up. We go drop them off at
well,
mailboxes.
unless they're a real small mom and pop shop, they usually have a minimum of 15 to 20 or larger. It depends.
Right.
But yeah, it's it just depends because some companies and where they're set up, they have a um, some franchises are set up to bring anybody in the door, and they just have a revolving door of people. But the more
Oh
perfect,
yeah.
the more
Yep.
professional,
Well, those
you there?
a lot of them would go get a license in a heartbeat and start selling insurance and small business loans and doing what we're doing because we
Oh,
got so many ways to make money doing what we're doing. We just got to get out there and just do it. Get out the market. When things really start hopping and people start, I want to co-op all this. I don't want anybody doing any prospecting. Prospect is part of this job. And if we could just be working with the people that says, I want more information on any one of those services that we offered there, or
yeah,
just pretty much presenting and closing, and we do that three to five times a day, we're going to get 2 to 3 sales a day,
that's
you
the
know.
fun part. That's the fun part, man.
So we got to put ourselves in that right position to be able to do all this lead generation and building your sales. That's the part, but it takes just a little, and then it's just a matter of implementing and keeping consistent and keeping up on it.
Right, right, exactly. Hmm.
So I was just going to try to do one search for realtors and just see what they pull. You wanted to watch here again. What would that be under? Yep. I'm going to do this for insurance brokers too. I want to be building our agencies with just licensed brokers. That's right there. Look at that. Here's realtors, real estate. So we want to get what do we want? Non-residential operator apartment dwelling. Real estate agents. Real estate brokers. I can probably do the whole list because if they're a real estate leasing, I'm just going to do this whole category.
Yeah, really.
Real estate estate managers. Is that now? Let's just do the agents and keep it
Yeah.
simplified. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to add that criteria. Wonder how many realtors are going to be in Minnesota here.
In Minnesota?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull the whole state and see what I get. Because we could just do this with every single state, and then when we bring on a new FEG agent, say here, okay, you can take over this for that state and start working it.
Yeah.
Because we can do email campaigns, we can voice podcasts, we can do postcards. I mean, there's so many things we can do once we get people engaged and start doing actual marketing.
Right, right.
Telemarketing is the hardest, but it's probably the most effective because you're talking to real people,
What?
But
Calling is
I
hard.
want to be having people contact us. That's the whole goal: is get people calling us So we're just basically giving them what they had an interest on,
Right.
putting it out there. Okay, so we got that saved. Let's go to location by state, North America. U.S. All right, I just want Minnesota this time. Add criteria.
Did you click agents and brokers or just agents?
Yeah, I clicked that whole section.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, did you click this? Was there a way to pick agents, or did you pick agents and brokers? Well, you're not going to know. It probably doesn't even.
Agents and brokers.
Every broker is an agent, anyways. I mean, that's a stepping stone.
Okay. Yeah, look at this. So we've got. I'm going to go click all, build that file. Your download limit is a single download and 2,000 records.
Oh,
wow. Oh, why did the other one? Didn't we have over 2,000 that last one?
1,700.
No, we only had 1,700. Well, heck, I'll take 2,000 any day. It'll take forever to go through 2,000 leads.
Yeah.
All right, build that file. Download. All right. Pull that up. And I'm going to share this with you. So yeah, I mean, I think you're pretty much set to start running if you want to start calling today, or when are you going to start calling?
Oh, I'm going to go over the script, man, before I start calling them, because I got to get somewhat familiar with that script, so I'm not stumbling, bumbling. Now, when you get somebody to agree on what are we going to do as our first, are we going to get them to commit to an appointment over the phone, or are we going to send them stuff, or are we going to do both?
Well, it's a matter of what they do, because I'm wanting to get a feel for what they're looking for.
Right.
So we could either say, hey, we just want to get some information off about the stuff. We can send them an email with all the different links that we have, but then set up another time to do an actual follow-up appointment with them where it's a 15-minute benefit review. Say, hey, what I'd like to do is set up a benefits review with you to kind of go over some of the questions that you might have about the different things, and we can send you some information right now by email so you can be educated when you go into our meeting. So what's your email, and what's a good time for our follow-up appointment? Because if we just send them an email, they're just going to say, yeah, send them the email, and they're not going to look at it, and they're not going to take the time unless we tell them here. What we're doing is we're just setting up a time, 15 minutes, to get online with you, to go over some of the questions that you might have, areas that we can maybe help you with. And then we can just, once we set up that time, do a web conference with them and, just talk to them. So do you need small business loans? Do you need employee benefits and health insurance, life insurance? What do you have for your key guys right now? Do you have truckers that are on the road? Could we put something in their paychecks that would have a list of all the different things that maybe, because a lot of those guys may not be able to be at a meeting, but if we could at least get their emails or at least get something in their paychecks that could direct them to go look at something, would be one option. I'd want to go there for a staff meeting and then be there for questions. That's a working them in, talk to the employees, and then we would sit down with each employee and sign them up for insurance or
Right.
whatever benefits they were wanting, whether it was disability or dental or whatever it was they needed, life insurance. So that would be the main objective, is to probably get into the business so we can talk to these guys and tell them too. Yeah, if we get enough sales, maybe if we get $1,000 in sales, we'd give you a free box. That's why I was trying to throw that in there, just as some type of enticement.
Right.
Like we can get these boxes, if we're making a commission on them, we can get them for I think like $290 or so, or maybe even cheaper. So that's nothing if we're going to be able to get in and make a few $1,000 on their group.
Right.
All right, so we got the leads saved. Now we're going to go up to the drive again. All right, we're going to do a new one. Sheets.
I'm just gonna grab some coffee. Hang on. Yeah, I worked for years, and I worked um, a big portion of my business was for sale by owners um, in real estate, and I used to do a lot of calling, you know, marketing and that on the phone. You there, Darren?
Yep.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of that shit. And I did.
Yeah, the key is when we get this thing going, we're going to want appointments that are doing this for us. I'm probably not going to do Philippines anymore because the time difference is so big and the accents I don't like. I'm going to probably look into Mexico or Puerto Rico or some of these places that I can get a Spanish and English speaker, and the time differences aren't as bad.
Right. Well, I can definitely help.
Okay, so the spreadsheet, we're going to do leads. Realtor, and we got 2,000 of them. What do we got? Wisconsin, Michigan, and Texas. And it's February 19, 2015. That's our name. We're going to do file. Open. Do you still know a lot of people in the real estate business? Could you start just calling on your friends?
Yeah.
And maybe we still have agencies?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of them in a long time, but yeah, I do. I know people. If anything,
I'm sorry.
I said I do know people. Yeah, absolutely.
Even when you get familiar with it a bit, just call them because that'd be an easy one. And what I'll have you start too is that the hot lead sheet. They're hot. I'll show you how to do that in a second. What did I call these guys? Didn't I put it in this file?
I just saw some hot leads.
What did I call? It's called the realtor leads, didn't I?
February 26th.
Here, no, it's Winco.
Oh, yeah, right.
I wonder where that's saved to. Did it go to trucker leads? Let's see. Oh, that's where the last was. Huh. Okay, it's under. Oh yeah, look where it's saved. I'm gonna save it to a better spot here. Oh yeah, and it's Minnesota, not Texas. Okay, so I'm gonna save these to documents, to leads. I'm gonna do a whole new file for realtors. So a new folder. All right. So what? Now we'll go back here. Go back here. That. That. All right. Hello, this is Darren. I'm good. How are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, right, right. Yeah. So yeah, next week, are we still able to meet at the office there? Well, it's actually the big meetup meeting. It's coming right up. They're, at the last Wednesday of the month is when I usually have them. Correct. Okay, sounds good. Yes, it is. Okay, thanks. Bye. Why isn't this loading? Come on. Well, I was going to show you too. When you get something that's a hot one or whatever, make your notes here, and then you can like, if you click on the number, it's going to watching you.
Hold on, hold on. I'm coming back to you. I was doing
Okay.
what you were doing. That ain't it. Where are you at here? Oh, there you are. Okay, go ahead.
So I was saying, when you get one that's hot, click it. It's going to highlight the whole thing, fill out your information there, and then you can actually coordinate it. So pick a color you like, and then make it just
Red.
go like this, copy it, and then like bring it over to another lead chart like that you make where it's your hot leads. Let's see if I've got one of mine pulled up. I usually have, that's my agent list. Here. So you can go like this, click it down, so one here, and you just click, and then paste it. Why didn't that work? You'll share your hot lead list with me so we can meet with these people. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You click how we're back. Okay.
What's that?
You follow, so when we get a lead, that's how I want you to track it. The whole row, and you can color it so you know that that one's off limits then, so if somebody else is calling, they're not going to call that lead, or you can even put the whole thing out if you want, I guess. But you're going to get it, take it and then bring it over to Are you good on how to get a lead? When we get a hot lead, you know what we're going to do with it?
Yeah, you're going to move it. You're going to pull it out of there and put it in a different file, right? Different doc.
I just want to make
Yeah.
clear. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't want somebody else calling them, Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can pull it out of there. Just actually, just you can copy it, but cut it. You can cut and then paste it. Pull it out of there and then bring it over to your good ones.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I doing? Upload. So do you have to work later today, or you're gonna just kind of go over this and start calling?
No, I got to work later on today. I got to start at 5.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I'll just kind of get this stuff head up for you. I don't want to take up more of your time. But I'll also share these realtor leads with you as well. So you'll have the truckers and the realtors to start calling.
You're right.
And then I'm going to train you on the lending.
You were breaking up there. You there?
Your small business lending portal.
Small business.
Yeah, so you have a small business lending portal with Freedom Equity Group, and that's going to be if you go to your fvgstartup.info, to share it with you. Oh, here we got this set up. Good. If you go down here, I don't know if you've read through it. You don't have to really worry about a lot with the insurance stuff yet until we start getting you licensed and doing some of that. But there is a spot on here that talks about your lending portal. You see behind it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. You there?
Yep. Here it is.
It's here.
Just email this.
It's irritating when your voice is crazy.
I'm going in and out, huh?
Yeah, it's irritating as hell.
All right.
Not only that, I can't hear you sometimes.
Yeah. That's how you log into your lending portal there.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, I'm just going to finish loading these leads in the right manner here, and then should be all good to go. So.
Okay. Well, I've got some things to do, and I'm gonna work on these scripts. Now, are we just So I'll just work on my cell phone. I'll just call off my cell phone, eh?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Great. We'll just do that.
All right. Sounds good. Well, let me know, if you get questions on anything, I'm always around.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I've got access to all them leads. I'll just get familiar with these scripts and then start plugging away. I'm sure once I start getting into these, that's when I'll have the questions.
Yeah.
You get thrown for a loop on a call.
Yeah.
Don't know where to go with it.
Sure.
So, okay. All right. Good enough. Well, then, I guess we can part and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right. Thanks. Bye.